Hi, good morning. I think by now most of you know that I was a COVID worker. So when I was a COVID worker in 2020. I think April onwards, yes, April or May, June. I don't remember exactly. Probably April onwards, I was a COVID worker. Either April or May or June, whatever. Those were the days when I started doing live, but those live videos are not safe because uh, those were not in my YouTube channel or not in my page because that was a big mistake of mine that I start doing YouTube channel and first few videos have many thousands of likes. Even then, something deviated me and I started doing YouTube video. I started doing live for other groups, and definitely it has not have any records of all those videos. So there was a question from few of the girls that if you meditate and do heal, is it possible that you will not be infected by COVID? Because those are the days almost everyone of us had COVID once or twice or more than that. So it was a question. So is it meditation or healing, or do you know anything, any kind of remedy which will control me uh, to be infected from COVID? So it is not about COVID, it is about any kind of infection. Is there any kind of remedy which will save you from any kind of infection? Like if you have 25 infection in a year, it will not make it zero, but it can reduce it to 5 infections or something like that. So in spiritual field it is not mandatory. There is nothing like stamp paper like of things कि ये करोगे तो बिल्कुल नहीं होगा. But yes, if you do meditate every day and do healing also, meditation and healing, if you do every day and minimum 1 hour of meditation is mandatory. 1 hour से कम meditation में ज़्यादा impact नहीं होता है. So always I tell my students to do, because I teach them 1 hour long meditation only. But when someone came for free remedy, I asked them only one thing, that do 15 minutes Om chanting, that is minimum. Do 15 minutes Om chanting, that is minimum and mandatory. And you can increase it from 15 to 20, 25, 30 minutes. This way you can increase it. It is up to you. For strong impact, 1 hour meditation is good enough. But us who are professional healers, we go for 2 hours of meditation and healing, 2 hours of meditation plus healing. So there are healers who does only healing. I don't have to say anything about them. I have experienced it myself. If I do healing without meditation, it works, but it does not work if we do meditate with healing. That is having more impact. Now the question, is it the stamp or seal thing, meditation and healing, that if you do it every day, then it will control your infections and all? See, I was a COVID worker, so every day I used to go out to feed at least 15-20, beggars and dogs, stray dogs and beggars, altogether approximately 70 head I used to feed for one meal for 70 people. So for grocery also, my husband was doing work from home, so my son was also studying in class 12 then, so studying from home. And I was doing the grocery and I was feeding the animals and beggars and all. So I used to go out for long hours. So there was not mask. I never used mask those days. It was a whole dupatta of 2 meters. Double it or 4 times fold it lengthwise, and then a thick layer here, that also from head and this portion, because head you cannot wash every day. So this portion and head, everything wrapped tightly together. And I just used to enter home. The first thing was going straight to bathroom and take bath. Wash all the clothes and take bath. So that was the regular routine. I used to feed them like at 6 o'clock I used to wake up. By 10:30, 11, cooking of one pressure cooker of fried rice kind of thing with the nutri-nugget chunks and any one vegetable, and then approximately 35-40 roti and vegetable, one small pressure cooker full of vegetables and some bread, 2-3 breads, 2-3 packet of breads. And there was a laborer who had small kids, so 2 packet of milk and biscuits, innumerable packets of biscuit. These were the things I used to carry and feed. And whole 2020, for like till October or something like that, I fed everyone. After that the shops started opening and I stopped feeding the beggars and all. But the stray dogs I continued. There were some stray dogs who used to live near hotels or hostels, so I stopped feeding them. But there were stray dogs who were very thin and not living near any hotels or hostel or any food source. Even today I feed them every day, and if they are sick I spend on their treatment and all these things also. Now whole 2020, whole 2021, I went out every day, and I restricted this going out to myself only, because I know if it is December or January, something like that, I will take this much of head bath if I cannot wash the whole hair. But if it is summer, then I will wash the hair and I will take bath also just after coming from outside COVID work. I used to come in and wash everything every day. And grocery also, feeding 70 heads, you do understand, I had to do grocery every day. So very surprising that 2020 and 2021, irrespective of going out every day and feeding stray animals and also the beggars, COVID never touched me. Sometimes I was really scared, because while feeding, giving food to beggars, their finger will touch your finger. So I used to wear that gloves also. Even then it was very scary, because it was not possible to throw away the gloves every day, because it was expensive and it was very difficult. You have to go to grocery and medical things and all in a very regular basis and all, whatever. Very surprising that 2020, 2021, there was no COVID. So even being COVID worker, COVID didn't infect me. 2022 even was the same, and COVID made me COVID worker, and COVID made me rescuer also. After COVID only, I was a regular rescuer. In 2019, I rescued one dog, Mint, who was a big scar in the nose. It was hardly 5-6 months old, and I saved Mint. And after that, I could not throw Mint, because whenever I put him out, he will again get injured, and again I will take him home. So after Mint was, I saved Mint in 2019, and 2020 onwards, while feeding the dogs knew that if we are sick, then she is the only one who will take care. So sometimes they will show their scar and all. I'll take them to doctor. So I become a regular rescuer from COVID onwards only. I became regular rescuer. Believe it or not, I have not denied a single dog. It was almost impossible sometimes. I had 2 pets. Tutu was already there. Mint I have already kept. And sometimes 2 more dogs are sick. Someone made accident and something like that. And I kept 2 dogs inside home also. And they have damaged my clothes which I sell for business. And I had to simply throw them or give them to beggars because they tore them. And so many kind of damages, like they tore one sofa, all these things. But even then, irrespective of all those loss, I never said no to any of the sick dog. Even a sick cow is there. Ishan's exam is next day. Even then, Ishan and me, we waited till municipality van came, truck came to take that to Goshala. Take that cow to Goshala. Sometimes it took 3 hours, 4 hours. लेकिन हम इंज्योर्ड डॉग, इंज्योर्ड एनिमल्स को रास्ते पे छोड़ के ऐसे चले नहीं आए हैं. 2020 ऑनवर्ड्स जब से रेस्क्यू का काम करना शुरू किए हैं. In 2022, it was during Durga Puja, just after Durga Puja, or just after Durga Puja. There was a dog in Ishan's college who had injury. And maggots were there in the injury. And the condition was very bad. If I will save that dog immediately now, then it will be saved. But the dog is in Rishikesh. And I was in Dehradun. So it was very difficult. When Ishan called me, it takes 1 hour. For 1 hour, Ishan did everything possible. He did not have even a rope to catch hold of it, and holding it for 1 hour till I reach. I denied. I told Ishan that I'm giving you phone numbers and try other rescue centers which are near about in Rishikesh only, and they will fetch the dog. You imagine it or not? That was my first no. When I was a small child, several times I wanted to save animals. My parents did not allow. They told when you become independent. And after I became independent, started earning. My earning was very, 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 very less. But I treated each and every stray dog sick I have seen. So the one facility that my parents were having, individual house with a garden, proper size of garden. So we could keep the animals in garden, and the house was having balcony, terrace. Everything is your personal, na? So whether you do that, nobody cares. And after I said no to that particular one dog, next day itself I realized I have done something. I have done a big mistake. Not as a rescuer. Every human being, you are born as a human being, means you are entitled and it is mandatory to help helpless. अब कितना आप कौन सा फील्ड चूज करोगे और कितना हेल्प कर पाओगे, ये शायद आपके ऊपर है. लेकिन the day I said no, from the next day I realized I have done some mistake, and I started searching that dog around Ishan's college. And it took me 7 days, but I could not find the dog. मतलब मैं कहीं से जाती तो कोई बोलती थी अरे ये डॉग तो यही था, अभी चला गया. And I knew, everybody say ना कि भगवान माफ़ कर देते हैं, दयामय हैं. I don't agree with it at all. मुझे लगता है जिसने जो गलत किया है उसका पनिशमेंट मिलना चाहिए. और माफ़ी अगर इस जन्म में आपको माफ़ कर भी दिया तो नेक्स्ट जन्म में आपको पनिशमेंट देंगे, क्योंकि जस्ट होते हैं. भगवान इज़ जस्ट. जस्ट मीन्स आप जो करोगे एग्जैक्टली उतना भरोगे, इस जन्म में नहीं तो अगले जन्म में. सो विद इन 7 days आई वॉज इन्फेक्टेड विथ कोविड. 2022 के दिवाली के समय में 2022 अक्टूबर, सोच लो उस समय किसी को कोविड होगा भी क्यों, क्योंकि सब लोग 2 वैक्सीनेशन ले चुके थे. दोज डेज आई हैड कोविड एंड इट वॉज रियली हॉरिबल, क्योंकि कोविड के अंदर ही मैंने घर का सारा काम किया, क्योंकि करना ही था. देयर वॉज नो वन एल्स, कोई और करने के लिए था भी नहीं. मुझे भी हुआ था, ईशान को भी हुआ था, हम दोनों मिलकर घर का सारा काम किए. सो आपका जो क्वेश्चन कि अगर आप मेडिटेशन एंड हीलिंग करोगे तो क्या आपको कोविड या कोई बड़ा इन्फेक्शन या कोई बड़ा बीमारी नहीं होगा? नहीं, हम ज़िंदगी में बहुत सारा गलतियाँ करते हैं. ऐसे ही छोटा सा गलती कि मैंने बहुत सारा डॉग रेस्क्यू किया है, तो ये ऋषिकेश का डॉग है तो ऋषिकेश से ही कोई रेस्क्यू करे. इवन दिस इज सेल्फिशनेस. आप जितना कर सकते हो मैक्सिमम आपको उतना करना चाहिए. और एक बार, सिर्फ एक बार, एक दिन नो बोले थे, अगले दिन से मैंने 7 दिन तक खोजा, मिला तो नहीं. एंड द डे द डॉग डाइड, द नाइट द डॉग डाइड, आई वॉज हीलिंग दैट डॉग. उसका फ़ोटो था मेरे पास. आई यूज़ टू हील. मुझे समझ में आ रहा था कि हील करने से कुछ होगा नहीं, क्योंकि इमरजेंसी पेशेंट को मेडिकल अटेंशन चाहिए होता है. मुझे ये भी समझ में आ रहा था कि मैंने बहुत बड़ा गलती किया. ऑन द डे द डॉग डाइड मुझे समझ में आया दैट सोल वॉज पासिंग थ्रू रेनबो ब्रिज, एंड ऑलमोस्ट द नेक्स्ट डे और विद इन 2 days मुझे कोविड हुआ. तो इसीलिए अगर आप इतना फिलैंथ्रोपी करते हो, क्योंकि वो कुत्ता भी भगवान का बनाया हुआ है, आप खुद भी भगवान के बनाए हुए हो, तो इसीलिए अगर आप अच्छे काम करते हो तो क्या होता है, भगवान खुद आपको बचा के रखेंगे 10 दुखों से. क्यों? क्योंकि आप उनके ही दूसरे सृष्टियों को बचाने का कोशिश कर रहे हो. ओके, सो दिस इज़ माय आंसर कि अगर हम मेडिटेशन करेंगे, अगर हीलिंग करेंगे, मेडिटेशन करेंगे, हीलिंग ऑफ योर सेल्फ एवरी डे, हीलिंग आप जितने, जैसे जो हीलर्स होते हैं ना, रास्ते से हम जाते हैं तो कोई भिखारी, गरीब, मजदूर या एनिमल्स, चाहे जो भी है, पेड़ पौधा पहाड़, सब हील करते हुए जाना पड़ता है. हीलर्स का ऐसा लाइफ होता है. यू कैन नॉट चैट एंड फ्रेंड्स को लेके मूवी जा रहे हो, ये सब नहीं कर सकते हो. जितना रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर सकते हो उतना ज़्यादा. बहुत सिंपल लाइफ जीना पड़ता है. रोज़ अगर टीवी देखोगे तो हीलिंग होगी ही नहीं. आप चांटिंग करने से भी हीलिंग काम नहीं करेगा. सो हीलर्स का लाइफ बहुत रिस्ट्रिक्टेड होता है, एंड हीलर्स को दिन भर हील करना पड़ता है. मतलब जब पैसा दे के कोई हील कराते वो तो करते ही हैं, इसके अलावा भी दिन भर आपके आसपास में जो जिसको भी हेल्प की ज़रूरत है उसको हेल्प मिले, ये करके हील करना पड़ता है. सो जब भी आप डिनाई करते हो कि आई कांट हेल्प, मेरी भी दूसरा काम है, ये है वो है, जब आप ये करते हो तो रिज़ल्ट अच्छा नहीं होता. और भी एक एग्जांपल दूंगी कि कोई बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट एग्ज़ाम था जो मेरे हस्बैंड मिस किए थे, क्योंकि मेरे फादर हॉस्पिटलाइज थे. मेरे फादर के डेथ के कुछ दिन पहले कुछ इम्पॉर्टेंट से एग्ज़ाम मेरे हस्बैंड मिस किए, क्योंकि एग्ज़ाम देने के लिए दूसरी सिटी में जाना था. वो जा नहीं पाए. क्यों नहीं जा पाए? क्योंकि माई फादर वॉज इन डेथ बेड. आफ्टर फ्यू डेज माई फादर डाइड, एंड दैट एग्ज़ाम जो मेरे हस्बैंड जाने के लिए दे ही नहीं पाए, वो पोस्टपोन हो गया. और मेरे फादर के डेथ के बाद का कोई डेट था जिस समय मेरे हस्बैंड जाके एग्ज़ाम दे के आए और क्वालिफाई भी किए. दैट वाज कैट. चलो बाय. अच्छा करो, हमेशा जितना हो सके अच्छा करने की कोशिश करो, और मुंह बंद रखो. हाथ पैर चल रहा है तो अच्छे के लिए चलाओ.